Welcome to another episode of Saint Vincent Untold Stories. Today the charges were dropped against the woman that they said threw objects at the big man. Tell me something. Is this going to be the biggest lawsuit to go down in Saint Vincent history? You see, the big man knows that the odds are against him. So now, the only option would be to release those involved in the Cornelius Johns matter to make everything look even. I told you before that I have a friend who have drone footage of what happened on August 5th. Word on the street is that they want to send Nigerian for an evaluation. You see, here's what's going on in St. Vincent. Because the big man has the place stagnant. You don't really know what is going on in certain parts of the world, especially in the tribes in Africa. I told you before, Nigerian is from royal family. And he was taught certain things that we might not understand unless we go there to see it, because seeing is believing. And he explained to me before about certain rituals that they normally have there within their culture. You see, a lot of people are living today for today. But there are men and women across the world that are preparing for the last days to come. Let me tell you why we have a larger number of mass unemployment in St. Vincent. There are a lot of people in St. Vincent who are past the retirement age and don't want to go home. So they are blocking the younger individuals from getting jobs. And next thing again, a lot of persons are going in to the college and doing the same studies. So when they come out, they can't find a space for them because that area might probably be oversaturated. They need to do different things. I explained to you before that a lot of fruits are spoiling in St. Vincent. We have natural resources. We can make a juice. We can box them. Some of those countries that are boxing their juices normally gets a lot of the stuff from St. Vincent. So why can't we do it and try to create employment? And I said it again, we have a lot of fish swimming around in the ocean. We can put them in cans. We need to start building up some factories and some industries. We need an assembly line. Yes, we have been importing vehicles from places like Japan. So why can't we reach out to them and get them to set up an assembly line here so that our workforce can build parts for their vehicles? Then again, we have the regime building a lot of unnecessary building and using monies to fence up a park and so forth. They are building buildings like learning resource centers where no one is actually going to do any type of learning. Those centers are now being used to keep up wedding receptions and so forth. Those monies should have been put into machinery for the colleges and the technical institutes and so forth. And I'm not talking about the regular, like welding machine, like lathes and so forth. There are so many different types of machines that you can make shoes, flip-flops and all those things. The reason why we have extreme poverty is because of a division. Persons are being on sides that are being pressured. So when you have one man in power for over 20 years, what do you think about the man who voted against him? You'll have to live in extreme poverty for a very long time. You think 20 years is easy and can't get a job because you voted for that side? No, sir. Not because you do not support a man. Once you have the skill and you put in your application, you should be allowed to get the job. Then again, we have individuals holding certain positions that always believe their way is the right way. And I told you before, you needed to understand that you are never too big to learn. Every day you must be able to learn something new. Each one teach one. In St. Vincent, we have a justice system. That seems like it only works for some and not for all. When you have members going into people's yard, resting a popo on their leg, and they are not picked up immediately, that shows something. Because if the simple layman man on the street does that, he's arrested immediately. Look, they had several march in the King's Tongue, and those persons were brought into custody right away. How come you do not say that wait until they are proven guilty to incarcerate them? Numerous persons took big lump sums of monies from institution, and some of them ran away, and some of them did not even face any charge. So you wanted to tell me a man goes into a shop, he takes some garlic, then he's given 6 months, not even being rehabilitated properly. So when he comes out now, he has to go back again because he has no means of survival. Right now, the crime rate in St. Vincent is getting too high. Sometimes you have a little problem and you call the officers and they don't show up on time. There is this complaint about not having transport and so forth. But when there is any march in King's Tongue, they come out in their full numbers. Right now in St. Vincent, if you see anything going wrong, you can't even talk. Because you might get sued. So the people are not happy. In St. Vincent, there is a saying that says, we are smaller, but we are taller. Right now, we are in the middle of the big sea. And if the big man was listening from the start, things could have been different. Remember when he came out and made statements like, if we would think that this is Nicodemus and all those things, and eventually they had to come back and eat back all those words. So if you said that the thing don't run at night, then why are you banning amplified music? So there would be no social gathering at the bars at night. We also have the issue with the volcano relief monies that came in for the Vincentian people. Some people were sent home with nothing at all in their pockets and no food. Some are getting a little $400 and $500 from the World Food Program. But by the time you finish paying your bills at the end of the month, that is finished. I want to know how come the regime said that they did not have any money to pay workers and the roads and so forth could not be repaired because the money was low due to the big sea and different reasons. But now you are seeing all those things being done. Where are those monies coming from? Is it the monies that belong to the evacuees? And now you have persons asking if you are doing this because some of your guys will be contesting for the last time. A lot of houses got damaged during the last of volcanic eruptions and during the hurricane. But they skipped over some of the houses. It have persons that did not get any assessment and they came on and said that they would try to assess everybody. During this pandemic, the van men are being wild up. And we know that some of them are stubborn. But then again, a lot of them are just frustrated because their loans have to be met at the bank. Instead, you just dash out a traffic ticket and the van men. Every time they swerve around, you make sure and check that they have on their mask and the passengers have on theirs as well. What are you trying to do? To wild up the same men who transported the evacuees during the volcanic eruptions. Have a sit around the table and talk to the men. Say you are big men, you need to understand that we have to try to get rid of this thing to get the country back to normalcy. St. Vincent is a place that if marketed properly, it could be the richest island in the Caribbean. When you were small and you used to watch television and you saw some of those commercials, especially with the McDonald's and so forth, and you would act like you are eating the burgers through the screen, and you was telling yourself one day I have to reach a foreign and taste one of them burgers. Yeah. But when you go there, it's just like the same burgers in the St. Vincent. But I just throw it look. It's the marketing. We have telecommunications companies in St. Vincent. sending text messages to your phone every minute. Ping, ping, ping. This offer, that offer, and a so no do thing. You know, do a proper commercial. You know, see when the man them a act movie, the man them a put out on budget like $10 million. And that would bring in a profit of about 400 million. Look at the Home Alone movies with Macaulay Culkin. You needed to brand your thing properly. St. Vincent has the potential of being rich. But we are not branding the country. Every time you turn on the Untold Stories channel, you order to see ads running every second with St. Vincent. So when people from overseas watch Untold Stories, they're supposed to say, we are come this will look nice. St. Vincent needs a proper shake-up right now. Certain things just want to be reshuffled for us to get out of these problems. With that being said, I just want to big up the entire population in St. Vincent, the regional islands and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times. We thank you. I'm out.